Hi guys, welcome back to World of Warships, and today I've got a game for you in the Christopher, the new US gunboat destroyer at Tier 9 on the tech tree line. So I found this line to be fairly interesting. Outstanding feature of this ship are the 135mm guns, which are pretty fast firing, at 3 seconds on the reload, and you've got 6 barrels, so, and they fire sap shells. So let's shoot the Jaeger. Switching to the sap, and that was 8,000, just over 8,000 damage. If I'd have switched to the sap straight away, I'd have probably done a lot more. So it's pretty effective against DDs, right? And now I want to get into a position where I don't need to use the smoke, but I can still do a little bit of damage, hopefully. Got a rune in the distance coming into view, so I'll utilise the island in front and see if we can get some shots into him when he gets spotted. My friend on the flank in the bar flirt is going to be doing some spotting, and there's the rune. Sap loaded, front 4 guns out. Very comfortable to fire. I've found that hitting shells at, you know, mid to long range is quite easy. And there's the room kiting away. Again, 4 shells out, 11.5 kilometres away. Yeah, hit a couple. He's getting towards the edge of the gun range there, so proving a tricky target to hit, but he's getting focused quite heavily by the team. Decided to push up forward a little bit. See if we can make a play near the enemy cap. With it being a standard battle, you're always in 2 minds really, whether to push forward to get damage or get back to your own spawn cap so you can defend it, right? But it doesn't look as though the enemy want to push through just yet, so maybe we can take advantage of what the enemy are doing here. So I'll get into a position by the island. Shoot some sap at the battleships. Not quite sure where those shells went. Seems to be landing short. The Iwami doesn't seem to like being shot at, so he's shooting back, but we can easily kite around the island to avoid his incoming shells. So at this point we decide we're going to push into the enemy spawn cap and see if we can get anything done. And the Jaeger pops up on the flank. My friend in the bar flirt is spotting, which is nice. So We'll get some sap into this one. Second salvo was a poor shot, to be honest. But he's going to go down, that was fine. And there's another Jaeger. Goes unspotted. Just one pen on him. So we need to farm a bit of damage off this Adatara. If we can hit him. Switch to the HE, see if we can get some fires. There we go. I've noticed the HE starts fires quite readily, so it's really handy. Probably should have switched back to the sap here for the potential damage, but we'll see if we can get another fire if we can. I'll turn into his shots. Managed to get away with the open water gunboating so far. I mean, you've got to be careful in the Christopher because it's quite big. So if you do take battleship shells, you'll take quite a lot of damage. Going for the fire, and that's another one. And he's shooting HE back at me. And he does catch me there. But thankfully no fire in return. So I think we can use the smoke now. We're in the cap circle, putting pressure on the enemy cap. Getting lots of support as well. I want to make sure this Adatara goes down. Got some torps inbound. So the enemy DD's close. Or one of them anyway. There's two left. There's a Jaeger and an Ostergotland. Now we can shoot the Carno. Switch to the sap. See if we get some damage done. No, Arm is just outside of range. It'd be nice to finish him off. So cancel the smoke screen. 136 left on the smoke. Tops out on the Kearsarge. And we're 40 seconds away from getting the enemy cap, so we'll hang around. Smoke back up. Using the new smoke screen mechanic. Try some HE on the Kearsarge. See if we can fire him up. Well, we managed to get a flood, which is great. Sap's doing pretty significant damage. and we get the Kearsarge down quite easily, really. Shooting at the Uwami. And now, that's the Gotland. Absolutely wrecking him with the sap. And he goes down.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
So I think our job's pretty much done here. So you can see the sap against lightly armoured targets, and even reasonably well armoured targets is pretty good. If you get that sap into the superstructure of battleships, it's going to cause a lot of damage. And if you get a bead on a DD, like this Jaeger, in conjunction with this quick reload, you're doing a lot of damage very quickly. We managed to get the Jaeger down. So it was a nice gunboating game in the Christopher. I think that was fairly successful. 142,000 damage, 4 kills. Nearly 2,000 base XP. Plenty of damage into these ships. 47 HE shells into the Kearsarge. 9 sap shells. 2 tops. Adatara took 127 HE shells. 3 fires. And 6 sap shells. To Gotland took 19 sap shells. And that killed him off. The Jaeger took 15 sap shells for nearly 10,000. Carno took 10,000 damage, most of it with sap. And the other Jaeger took 18 for just over 10,000 damage as well. And the Uwami took 30 sap shells. And the Rune got 10 sapping at the Rune, so yeah, not too bad. And we managed to make a few credits using a red signal booster. So yeah, that's essentially the Christopher. It shoots its guns and it kills things. It's a good little DD. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.